All right, I'm doing a reading right now. I want to take a look at what another Trump presidency would look like. So, in the case that Trump gets elected again in 2024, I heard someone talking today and they were talking about, I don't know, someone's like theory of what would happen. So, I just want to take a look at the cards and see what they say. So, hokey smokes. All right. So we have a root card of the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is walking away from some old, toxic, usually emotional baggage. And the main card is the Tower. So the Tower would show quite a shock, we'll say, to the system. And it shows some sort of collapse of a structure in an institution. Let's just see what's on either side of this. All right. Well, this actually looks a little bit like what the person I was talking to today said. So, when we look on either side of the tower, leading up to the tower is the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is the traditional way that things are done. Then we have the tower, and the tower, it looks like it destroys that. So the traditional system, and I mean, I can pull more cards on the Hierophant here to see exactly what system we're looking at. But this looks like some traditional systems would be blown up. And on the other side of that is the King of Swords, which is the military commander. And what the person had mentioned to me today was it would turn out to be a police state, right? And this kind of does look like that. Let's just look more at the Hierophant here to see what exactly it is that's sort of. I'm going to put one here in between these two to see what sort of thing it is that kind of collapses. Now, honestly, what I'm looking at here, or what I think this is showing, is elections. Because the Queen of Wands is basically about being noticed and appreciated. Um, I kind of think that that is what this is showing. The Six of Wands also would have kind of shown the same type of energy. Um, geez. So the Hierophant leading into the tower, shown as a Queen of Wands. Yeah, I'm still kind of getting elections out of that. All right, let's look at this. And I'm going to find out more about this King of Swords. So, what are we looking at here? Are we looking at a freaking police state or what? And an Eight of Wands reversed. All right. Now, the Eight of Wands is showing communication. There's a few other things here, like it's harvesting energy that's been building for a while. But the thing that I was really seeing here is the communication. This thing getting turned upside down would show maybe a halt to communication or a disruption to communications. And if you apply this to the military thing, this might just be heavily monitoring and or censoring people's communications. Now, actually, when we look at this, it might not even be Trump that's doing this. This might be the system's response to him being elected. So I'm going to pull another card on this King of Swords just to see if this is Donald Trump or if it's something else. And we get the reversed sun. Okay. Well, the sun is about shameless truth. And the reverse sun is when the truth just doesn't harmonize or the truth is like warped in some way. I kind of feel like this would be both Trump and the other forces at work that would kind of lead to this, like an upside down dance, like they would kind of be working together, even though they're working against each other or whatever, it would still all kind of go to the same place. All right. Now, would this be the end of America itself? So the Seven of Swords, as a response to that question, would say not necessarily, but the conditions would be there for pretty massive damage. In the Seven of Swords, it shows a lot of pressure to do something that maybe the person isn't ready to do. And here, as they're doing the trick with the sword, you can see the rope is frayed because they were kind of pushed into doing this. And that rope is about to break and they're about to swallow the sword. But anyway, is this going to be an end to America itself? It's definitely going to put a lot of pressure on it. And, in an extreme case, if other factors were around, maybe it would be a factor that could lead that direction. By itself, I don't think so. All right, so what else can we look at here? I'm going to collect these all. Let's find out a little bit more about the structure that blows up, I think. So let's just see what the cards have to say about that. And we get the King of Cups. So the King of Cups is a merchant. And this would probably be commerce and like trade deals and stuff like that. Let's just see what else we get as far as this King of Cups goes. And we get the fucking reversed Queen of Cups. Wow. Well, it's a partnership. It's like a shitty partnership. It should be a good partnership, but one of the two countries, most likely, is kind of out of sorts. But looking at this, the Hierophant and the Tower, it looks like it would be a relationship between countries. The Hierophant would say one that is traditional and has always been there, that would kind of be exploded, and it would lead to a very militaristic situation and probably disruptions or massive I don't even know what the word is I'm looking for, but like censorship, monitoring of communications. So that doesn't look particularly good. I am going to ask one question here. Would it be way different if Joe Biden gets elected, or would these things pretty much happen the same way? And we get a Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands is like, there's these two different things, and the Two of Wands is about using them together to make a new tool. The Two of Wands says to me, it probably does not fucking matter which one of them gets elected, because they're both being wielded together, like as a tool by something else. And that is probably the real truth. But anyway, this doesn't really look good, whether Trump gets elected or Biden. I mean, maybe someone, if people finally vote for a third party, maybe that could change this. But these two things are being wielded together. I would love to hear what you think about this, or any theories you have as far as what the Tower is talking about, or the trade negotiations, or whatever. And if you do have a question that you would like me to look at with the tarot, hit up my Patreon, and for as little as $5 a month, I will do readings on whatever the fuck you want. But that's what we get for now, and peace.